Schmack-a-mugub, everybody. Hey, as you know how I start every month, I show you guys what I've been currently cranking. And last month, when I did my currently cranking, I talked about my turntable broke. It died. My turntable died, right? And I'm saying, well, hopefully next month I'll have the new turntable and show you my records. Well, it hasn't happened. This is what's up. I'm a busy dude. You know, I do get, you know, a lot of donations that I do before I go to bed because I'm busy all day. And then, you know, I try to take like a good 30 minutes to an hour to, you know, if I got a couple donations, every night before bed, I do it. This time I'm not. This is daytime. And actually, this is also 10 days before the first of the month. So, or even more than that. What's today's date? Yeah, it's the 15th as I'm recording this, October 15th. So from here to there, you know, because I didn't fix my turntable, but I got double the CDs that I show you every month. So instead of 10 vinyl and 10 CDs, I think I have over 20. I think it is 20, but if not, it's over 20, right? And I got them all here that I want to show you. Now, before I show you that, I got a comment the other day of going, hey man, you know, I never hear you talk about cassettes. Do you own any cassettes? I do. I have in my closet, I got about 50 cassettes, and most of them are what I recorded in the 80s, like the Metal Shop and, you know, King Biscuit Flower Hour. I have those cassettes, you know, of back then, and some mixes that I got from friends and stuff. Some, you know, rare demos and stuff. But I also have some store box. I used to have many more, but I just gave them away because I don't like cassettes. I didn't like them back in the day when they were popular because they'd get eaten or they'd start squeaking. You know, it's just, fuck, I can't stand cassettes. So I do own cassettes, but I never played them. But I did this month. I said, you know what? I got a tape deck. Let me grab some cassettes. And I listened to 2 cassettes. One, something I'm extremely proud of, and it's out of print though, by the way, is my band Thrash or Dies, Melt in Your Skull. It came out on vinyl, CD, and cassette. But the cassette is out of print. The other 2 aren't. And I'm very proud of this. This is my second album, and I'm so proud. I got my dad, before he passed, he's on here. He sings an old Cuban song that, you know, I grew up with my dad singing. I always heard him singing Spanish music. And I wanted him because he had an amazing voice. And he's on here, and that's the most special thing about this. But I love every song on it. And here's the other cassette. You guys ever heard of an all-female thrash band called Mean Streak? I understand some of these girls are now married to members in Dream Theater, some of the members. They're all, I remember hearing this band on the Metal Shop. And they played the title track, Roadkill, and I was like, oh my God. And I first bought it on cassette. I had it on compact disc, but I lost it. So this is the only thing, you know, I have of Mean Streak. And it's great. It's awesome stuff. And they did reunite several years ago and played with Dream Theater, actually. Alright, so those are all the cassettes I listened to. I only listen to 2. But I listened to some kick-ass CDs, man. And this one I'm very proud of. It's out of print. It hasn't even been out that long, but it's amazing. Is this right here, Cheap Trick at the Whiskey. This is 4 CDs, which is 4 of the shows they played at the Whiskey. There's like the early show, the late show. It is so, you know, this right here, a lot of people say, because what they did, where is it? Let me show you guys. What they did, they released a condensed version on vinyl called Out to Get You. And, you know, I listen to a lot of the Cheap Trick. Damn, man, I got so many Cheap Trick albums. I'm part of, oh, it must be on this side. Here it is. a lot of people, because I'm in a lot of Cheap Trick communities because it's one of my favorite bands ever. Definitely my top 10. And most people say this is better than Budokan. Most people say this is the best live album ever by Cheap Trick. And I gotta say, I totally agree. I totally agree. And you know, I mean, I listened to this the whole fucking day. I did some cleaning. I played all 4 CDs. It's raw. It's Cheap Trick on the first album, man. In color ain't even out yet. It's fucking, and you know Cheap Trick's first album. I mean, that's the rawest Cheap Trick there is. And I was thinking of Cheap Trick today because I was driving on my iPod Shuffle. What was the song that came on? It was a later Cheap Trick song. God damn it! And the song is great. Let me think. What the hell was it? It's coming back to me. It's off Rockford. Perfect Stranger. I'm listening to that song today. I'm like, what a great song, right? And then I started thinking more, and I'm like, but this ain't nothing like that. Cheap Trick is nothing like this Cheap Trick anymore. And I am the biggest Cheap Trick fan. I just come to realize that today. Am I a negative Nancy? No, you're a sheep if you think they're the same. They're not. And I'm not bashing them for that, but 70s Cheap Trick. When Tom Peterson left, that's when the dynamic of the whole Cheap Trick went to hell to me. Because that first album up to All Shook Up, they're all perfect. All of them are perfect. Then they had good songs here and there, and I like the 97 self-titled Red Ant album. I like that album a lot. I like Rockford a lot, and I like the latest, and I liked the 2 with Dax. 3 with Dax, actually, right? Whatever. The Christmas album, all that shit. But anyway, this is amazing. Boy, I spent a lot of time talking about Cheap Trick on that one, right? All right, let's get a little thrashy. This is my favorite album from Nuclear Assault, Survive. This, I mean, I loved Game Over. You know, I had Game Over before, and I thought, man, they're never going to top this shit, you know? Like a lot of the fucking early thrash bands, their first ones are the best. This one, I think, is even better. The next one, Game Over, is awesome, but it's not as good as this or it's not as good as Survive or Game Over. But Handle with Care. It's great, but and then they lost me after that with Out of Order and Something Wicked, which was alright, but this is the best Nuclear Assault album. Alright. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna always do this in videos because nobody watches all my videos. So you that didn't see me say this before, I'm gonna say it again. He sucks live. His voice is terrible live. I get it. But you know what? I am a big fan of Vince Neil. I love his voice on studio albums. I was walking the other day and I do the iPod Shuffle thing. The song Let Us Pray comes on. His voice is wicked. I know I'm thinking alone here. Everybody else hates Vince. I love Vince. And this is mostly covers. Some of it's stupid, like Viva Las Vegas is kind of dumb, but Another Piece of Meat from the Scorpions. He's a Whore from Cheap Trick. There's quite a few songs. AC/DC from The Sweet. Good stuff on here, man. I know there was a Clearwater revival, and The Bitch Is Back is another one. I think Tattoos and Tequila may be the only original song on here. Nobody's Fault from Aerosmith. I think he sings them great. I know everybody's bashing on him, but I'm here to say I'm a fan of Vince Neil in the studio. All right. Next. I got to thank my friend Joseph Manella. I don't know if it was him. No, it wasn't him. Somebody else asked me to do a track by track with the Love, Hate, Blackout in the Red Room. And Joseph Manella, because in the video I was like, this is a great album, but I don't have it. I do now, because Joseph Manella got me it, and it's this Rock Candy one, right? Rock Candy Records, where they add bonus tracks. This is a cool album. Blackout in the Red Room from Love Hate. They were really overlooked. You want to talk about, let me tell you, man, many probably won't agree with this, but this is how I feel. If Guns N' Roses never existed, this would have been the Appetite for Destruction because it was different for the time. It was a little more, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It rocks, metal in some parts. Jizzy, love his crazy voice. I'm gonna play this again. I've been playing a lot lately. All right, this next one, I have it on vinyl, but obviously I can't play the vinyl because I ain't got, but I did buy it on compact disc for one reason only. Because, and I'm glad I did because I got to listen to it. Because it brought the DVD of the show. Vinyl didn't. And my God. And I listened to this whole album completely on my walk just last week. I heard the whole freaking thing on my walk. This album, even the songs I'm not even crazy about, were great. I Remember You, I thought was great. I never really liked that song. 18 in Life, but it's great on here. It's a shame. It's a shame that Grönwall is no longer in the band because of health reasons. Because me, I like him more than fucking Sebastian. I do. Even Sebastian in his prime. And it proves it on here because if you listen to the song Living on a Chain Gang, on the original recording, Sebastian hit this fucking note. That's insane note. That I saw the Slave to the Grind tour. He couldn't do it. Eric does it on here. This is amazing. Live in London. Great live show too. Oh, before I show you the next one, I want to give a shout out to Dennis Turney Jr. Where are you, baby? Now, Dennis, as you know, my turntable's broke, but when I get it back, Dennis got me this. This is awesome. Hopefully I'll hold this up for Currently Cranking next month. This is like 2025 remaster, 3 LP deluxe edition, heavyweight vinyl. And it brings a live show. So I love this album, by the way. Produced by George Martin. So yeah, I want to crank that. But what I was going to show you, I listen to every CD that's in here. There are 5 friggin' CDs on this. I listen to every one of them. Not in one sitting. Like I'd play the CD. Then when I come back, I'd play disc 2, disc 3. I love me some UFO. And this is a great collection, which has like all the early stuff from Phenomenon up to Stranger Than the Night. Bonus tracks, different live shows. This is a definitely bang for your buck. What is it called? The Chrysalis Years 73 to 79. Highly recommend this for UFO fans. Even if you own all those albums. Trust me, the bonus stuff on here is worth having. And yeah, I have all these on vinyl. All of them. But my record player ain't working. Alright, this one I got to not too long ago. And let me explain. I'm a huge fan of Thin Lizzy. I love Thin Lizzy, but you know what was very odd? Why don't I have the first album? I have it on MP3. But fuck MP3s. Fuck that air music. That's what I call it. It's air. I want physical shit. And you know what Thin Lizzy album I never owned? And I was just, doing a little rabbit hole Thin Lizzy thing the other day. I never owned this. The first Thin Lizzy album. And I love Vagabonds of the Western World and Shades of Blue Orphan. I love the Eric Bell stuff. It's different. It's a total different band. So I bought this and man, I cranked it 3 times in a row. I kept press and play when the shit was over. And it brings a lot of bonus tracks too. One of my favorite Thin Lizzy songs ever is a bonus track, and it's on here, Dublin. It's a mellow, beautiful song that Phil's voice is just amazing. All right, here's a bootleg, and it's awesome, from the Hammersmith Odeon 1980. Judas Priest, even though that picture there is Defender of the Faith. This is the British Steel Tour. At the Hammersmith Odeon here, it says November 21st, 81. That's impossible. This is the Hellbent for Leather. This is the British Steel Tour. Point of Entry was already out, or coming out. This is like, I don't know if it was radio. It's definitely not soundboard. It sounds very professional. You know, it's like a live album. It's fucking amazing. And I don't think it's the full show. Well, actually, it's not the full show because there's only 8 tracks on here. You know, they didn't play 8 tracks. Anyway, yeah, I haven't heard this in, how the kids say, a hot minute. So I listened to it was it yesterday or the day before? I just bought this. Another live one. Led Zeppelin just released this. I didn't want to buy it on vinyl. You know, actually, and I know this is going to sound messed up because I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. I have to own everything. These songs here, they're the same recordings as those. Remember the DVDs they released 1990? Those concerts? They're from those concerts, right? And honestly, it's an EP. Why? It's ridiculous to make it an EP. But here's the thing. I'm a huge Zeppelin fan. That's why I bought this. I'm a completist. I need to have it. You know what I mean? But all these songs on here are not really my favorite Zeppelin songs, or, you know, they're good, but they're kind of low. Kashmir is the song that ends this. That's the only great song I love from Zeppelin on this. In My Time of Dying, it's good. It's not bad, but it's not one of my favorites. Trampled Underfoot, I used to hate that song. I've grown to like it, but I still don't love it. And Sick Again. You know, Physical Graffiti is my favorite Led Zeppelin album, but I think it's extremely very front-loaded because I think it goes out like a thud with Boneyard and Black Country Woman. And Sick Again, I don't think it's as strong as everything before it. But Kashmir is cool, and I played it, I enjoyed it. I may be bitching because, you know, you stupid clouds, get off my lawn. All right, this one I bought. It is an interesting thing, this one. When 9/11 happened. When 9/11 happened, I went out and bought 2 CDs. One was God Hates Us All, it came out that day. And this one. And this is weird. Get ready for this shit if you don't know about it, because I know many probably do. I bought this CD, and I bought it on the day 9/11 happened. You know, it was chaos. And I bought it in the morning before the planes hit. And I actually owned this hours, or maybe an hour or two, before 9/11 happened. And as you can see in the cover, there's the Twin Towers. How eerie is that? They since pulled the cover and made a different cover. Great live album. You know, I mean, I'm torn with Images and Words and Scenes of a Memory as my favorite Dream Theater albums. But it's an awesome, awesome live release from Dream Theater. And I haven't heard in a while, so. Here's a killer compilation. And I had to buy it because of the song. Where's the song? Let me find it. Damn it. Oh no, it's not on this one. I bought the other one that, no, it's on here. I bought it because of the song Doom and Gloom. Honk from the Rolling Stones. Great compilation though. It's got a lot of great stuff, you know, it's all throughout the career. But this Doom and Gloom song was like a new one. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, that song, seriously, it's like probably the most rockin' Rolling Stones song ever, along with Heartbreaker, Doo Doo Doo. Those 2 songs, I think, are the most rockin' songs they ever did. But anyway, I love it. Great compilation. All right. I love this band. When I heard the song Hero for the Day, I had to buy it. Primal Fear with delivering a black. No, delivering the black. Yeah, whenever it's King for the Day. Look at that video. It's so fucking metal, man. The whole band and Ralph going like that. Rah, wah. Fucking awesome. Love it. I love me some Primal Fear. I understand they have a new album. I think Ralph is the only guy left in the band. But I haven't heard it yet. I'll check it out. Alright. I haven't heard this one in ages. This is Land of Milk and Honey, right? Is that the name of it? From Ministry. Yeah, I bought this because I love the song Stigmata, but it's different, you know. I know they were very different even before this. A lot of people are fans of the early Ministry stuff. Not me, man. I like when they grew some pubes. The pubes were starting to grow on this. It wasn't until A Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste and my favorite, Psalm 9, 6-9. That's the Ministry I love. Everything after that and before. But I do like this album, and I put the whole thing on the other day. It's good for me. I'm not talking to anybody else out there. It's good for me to change the music, play something different, which you'll see a couple more on here. They're kind of different than what I'm showing you on. But yeah, and Stigmata still is my favorite song off the album. Alright. Oh, this is a great one. Compiled by Lars Ulrich, the new wave of British heavy metal. This has a lot of, you know, British, like Iron Maiden, Sanctuary, Def Leppard, Get Your Rocks Off, Saxon, Motorcycle Men. They're all different versions. Give Me Your Money, Raven, Many Honey, I mean. And Angel Witch is on here. I love me some new wave, so new wobble, as they call it. And there's Thundersticks, man. And there's Samson, Iron Maiden, Def Leppard, Angel Witch. Great stuff. Great compilation. See? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm doing more than 20. Alright, hey. Shout at the Devil, and this one is my favorite Mötley Crüe album. And, you know, it's kind of a shame. I haven't heard this in a while, and I was like, why? Why? I always play the CD. Always play it. And I just thought, no, you know what? I haven't heard this in so long. What the hell's wrong with me? What? I bought this day of release, and I got the Coronary, which I think sucks. Baby Kills is good off it. But this album smokes. Smokes. Not perfect. I'm not a fan of Dropping Like Flies and really To Death Do Us Part. Those two songs kind of knock it down a bit. If they would have eliminated those two songs, it would be a perfect album to me. I know some of you like those songs. But every other song on here I freaking love. Especially Uncle Jack. Great album. Fantastic. All right, some thrashy, crazy thrashy stuff with, you know, it's Josh, this guitar player, and Bobby Gustin and Jeff Waters, Annihilator, are my favorite guitar players. I heard Heart Attack, the song Heart Attack, on the Metal Shop and ran out and bought this. And it got, can you see that? No, you can't make it out, can you? It got a little water damage. Yeah, I think you can. It's a little bubbly in there. The CD's all right. Great thrashing, high-ass vocal album. Love me some Toxik. And yeah, I haven't heard that one in a bit. This album, I'm going to show you now, is a masterpiece. An extremely underrated masterpiece. It might have been on a Past Currently Cranking. Because I do listen to this one a lot. It's not really my favorite from them, but it's definitely my, probably is my favorite now I think about it. I was going to say No Place for Disgrace or Doomsday for the Deceiver, but no. My favorite Flotsam and Jetsam album is not thrashy. It's them doing something different, and I think it's a masterpiece, and that is Drift. This album is perfection from the first song, Me, to the last song. My favorite on here is Smoked Out. What a killer groove. Eric A.K. is one of the greatest singers ever in the history of anything. I think he's very underrated. Band is extremely underrated. Great guys. I had Michael Gilbert on this channel on Almost Human Live. Great dude. Anyway, there you go. Drift. Love it. Oh, we got like 4 left. See, this is a long, 25 minutes long, this currently cranking. It's going to be 30 minutes, I'm sure. All right. No. We don't have that many left. We have 3 left. All right. Here's something different. Street Angels from Stevie Nicks. I love this CD. I play the CD a lot. My favorite on here is Rose Garden. But Blue Denim, man. The title track. I love this album. It's great to chill to some Stevie Nicks. I have quite a few. I don't have all her stuff, but I have like Belladonna and Rock a Little. I have a couple of her stuff and some Fleetwood Mac. This is a great, underrated. By this time, Stevie Nicks wasn't Flavor of the Month anymore. I think by this time it was probably Madonna or something. But it's a good album. It's good. It does rock a bit here and there. All right, this one is... This one's treated unfairly because the first album is such an epic classic that everybody forgot about this album. And I saw an S.O.D. tribute recently. And they played nothing from Bigger Than the Devil. I love this album. I will say it starts off horribly though. Bigger Than the Devil, the title track is like a Pantera ripoff. The Crackhead song is like eh. Then after that, woo! Charlie Don't Cheat, Evil Is In, Make Room, Every Time I'm Out You, Celtic Frosted Flakes, Aren't You Hungry? Oh my God, there's so much good stuff on here. Anyway, I love Bigger Than the Devil. But when I put it on, actually when I put this on, I went to track 3. I wasn't going to bother with those 2 songs. Enough already. Here's my last one. And you know, I put this up that I was currently cranking and some guy goes, I'd be embarrassed to play that. And I replied saying, I love every Pantera album. From from Metal Magic to Reinventing Steel. I love it all. I know they're different bands, but I love it all. And you know what? I still say Far Beyond Driven may be my favorite. But I'm going to go with this one as my second favorite. Most people would put it as their favorite of the old stuff. Power metal! This album smokes. The guitar work on here is ridiculous. And Phil hitting those high notes. I heard, I was watching a podcast the other day. And some guy said, oh yeah, I saw a Phil interview. And he said he can still hit the high notes he does on power metal. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. He has never hit a high note after Vulgar. But this album smokes. And my band covered Pussy Tight, which is here on this channel. It's spelled PST. PST. Combat PST Pantera cover. Check out our version. It smokes. I love it here too. It's Daryl singing it. And Daryl wrote it for Rita, his girlfriend. Anyway, there you go, my friends. That is what I'm currently cranking next week. Let's hope that they bring my turntable back to life because I took it in for repair. I don't know if I mentioned this. I took it in for repair. They said it's going to take 2 weeks. So let's hope they bring it back from the dead so I can crank up some jams, crank up these vinyls with a zombie turntable. Hey everybody, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, ring that little notification bell and like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty, listen to Black Sabbath, and smack 'em a gob.